So far, you've only worked with a single model in all open views. If you opened a different model, then the current model was closed to make way for the new one. You can, however, have each view display a different model either from the current design file or from another design file by using the Import Models tool on the Models settings box. This is a useful feature that increases drawing and editing efficiency, and the arrangement of the open views can be saved for future retrieval through the Manage View Groups facility. Let's see how this works. Now, I'm currently in my plot model, and I'm going to open up 3 more views. So view 1 is already open. I'll open view 2, view 3, view 4, and I'll tile them so we see all at once. Move this down a little bit. Now at this point, each view is showing the same information, of course, and view 4 is active. It's slightly highlighted. I'm going to go to view 1 and click on that to highlight that. Let's maximize this view. So there we see our plot layout. But now I want to have the other 3 views display different models. And to do that, we need to go to the View Attributes display in each of the views. Here's the view attributes for view number 1, although of course we can select any of the open views. We're interested in the bottom of this box where we see View Setup. If your view setup is looking like this, simply expand it. And here we can see the items that we can actually display. We can display saved views. So if I drop that down, we'll see that we have the House 1 and the House 2 saved views available to us. Or we can display different models. And here I see the available models in this design file. I'm going to select the Houses 1 and 2 model. And I'll move that out of the way. And now in view 1, in place of the plot, we can now see the Houses 1 and 2 model display. Let's repeat the process for view number 2. I can do it here, or I can select the view itself. Let's drop down the view attributes. This time I'm going to select the road layout model. There's my road layout model. We can do that. This time I'm going to reinsert the plot sheet model. There it is. And in view 4, I'm going to select the House 1 saved view. Dismiss that for the moment. I'll move this out of the way. And now we can see all 4 views, each displaying a different model. Now this arrangement, of course, is very useful because if, for example, I start a tool and I work in one of the views, let's say road layout, and I draw something here, just a line for the sake of arguments. As soon as I do that, then that line also pops into place in any view where that model is referenced to. In this case, the plot sheet model, since the road design is referenced into the plot sheet model. So any elements added or deleted from the road design will automatically reflect in the reference plot. However, this only works in one direction in terms of what's referenced to what. Because if I try and copy this to any of the other views, it won't actually work because there's no referencing between the two. It would mean that I would be editing a different model from a model, which can't be done. Now, the next thing to do is to save the view and model arrangement with the Manage View Groups facility, which is located just to the left of the View Windows on and off buttons. Let's open that up. With that box open, you'll note that each of the existing models already has sets of view layouts recorded. And this is so because when you first create the models, the option to create a view group was on by default in the Create Models dialog box. And this is the result of that. Each model will have its views recorded in the Manage View Groups dialog box. Now we need to make a new group here. for our 4 open views. So we will click on Create a View Group. Let's call it Survey Layout. And we'll click OK. Here's our new view group, which will have recorded the layout and position of our 4 open views. Let's see if it works. So we need to load a set of other views. Let's go to Plot Views. So double click on Plot Views. And here we see how the plot model views have been recorded. And in fact, there is only one open view in the plot model. We still see the 3 other views since we opened them ourselves earlier, but there's only one recorded open view for the plot model. Let's go back now to our survey layout and let's see if we can bring back our 4 views. So double click Survey Layout, and here we have our 4 views. Now clearly this is a very useful facility for managing large design files, which usually require many different views for drawing and editing. And what I'd like you to do, of course, is to practice by opening more views, less views, showing more models in different positions, and then save them to more view groups. Now I'm going to dismiss this for the moment. And before I finish this video, take a look at this icon at the bottom of the screen, which is All Models Visited. If you select that, then you'll see each of the models that you've recently visited. So we could go to, say, Road Layout, and Road Layout displays. We can go to our T-Block full size model. That opens up, etc., etc. So it's a quick way of getting to previously open models instead of having to use the Models dialog box. Also, to the left of the All Models Visited, you'll see 2 arrows. This is Previous Model, so click on that, go to the Previous Model again, Previous Model again, and we can go forward, Next Model, back up the line. Again, quite useful for quick access to the models you're currently working with.